Hello everyone, welcome to this quick presentation on how we have built a forecasting model for one of the leading hospitals in India and how we have actually deployed the solution on cloud. For this demonstration, we are using we'll be using local machine to show you the deployment part. However, we have done, cloud-based deployment for the customer. We are not going to disclose the name of the customer for, the privacy purpose. And now we will proceed further. First of all, the business problem was that, the bounce rate was increasing. What do you mean by bounce rate? If you have a patient will go with the doctor's prescription to the pharmacy and ask for the drugs. If the pharmacy says that, hey, we don't have these drugs, that's called as bounce rate. It will lead to dissatisfaction of the patient, and also the revenue which the pharmacy can make goes down, right? These are the problems. And you cannot just like that stock a lot of drugs and then say that at any given point of time bounce rate would be 0, because if you stock a lot of drugs, then you spend a lot of money to first of all procure those, and if those drugs reach the expiry, then you'll have to throw it away, right? Or if it is closer to that expiry and if you return it to the pharmaceutical company, then they'll give you some money, but the closer you are to the expiry date, lesser the money that you get. So it's all related to losses. At the same time, if you understock, your bounce rate is going to increase significantly, right? So you have to ensure that you have a right stock of drugs at any given point of time in your pharmacy. So we will quickly have a look at the demonstration now on the local machine. Can we have a look at that? All right. So this is a UI, friends. In the backend, we have tried out, 26 plus forecasting techniques, including the deep learning techniques, including state-of-the-art NBEATs and hits, so on and so forth, which are forecasting techniques in this space. We have applied a lot of imputation techniques which are specific to time series data sets. We have done a lot of a lot of outlier treatments as well. So everything was very, very specific to time series data sets. And in this interface that we have given to the customer, the good part is that we have given the option to do a drop down on the categories, right? Injections are there. You'll have fluids, IV fluids, tablets, inhalers, so on and so forth. Customer can select one of those options. And we have also given the confidence interval, 90 and 95%, because probability associated with a single forecasted value is always 0. So you have to give a range. And we have given lower bound and upper bound. If you see on the right side, you'll be able to see that alongside the forecasted quantity, we have the lower bound and upper bound as well. And you can always forecast for the next 3 months, 3 to 4 months, because that's how the seasons change in India. And whenever there is a change in a season, the kind of diseases which people get and people get sick for various reasons, those details, were considered in order to, come up with a number like this. And we also have a mention of reorder point. If you can see that, we will hover the mouse on that reorder point, and reorder point actually helps you come up with a baseline. That means those are the number of drugs that you need to have at a bare minimum. That's a minimum value, minimum number of medicines or drugs or injections you need to have, right? And we have built the system and deployed on cloud. That is what I've told. So you can upload, the dataset to AWS S3 bucket. And the moment there is a dataset available there, the algorithm would trigger and pull up the values. And these forecasted values and lower range and upper range would go and sit in the backend database so that we can perform monitoring and maintenance at a period of time. That would help us understand what is a model drift that's happening. Yeah. And model drift will help us retrain the model if at all the accuracy values are dropping beyond a certain percentage. Hope this gave you good heads up on how a model is built and how it is deployed, at least from the theoretical standpoint. Thank you so much.